What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear us clearly? Let us know.
What's power? What's power? Can y'all hear us?
So I don't want to get to yapping incessantly and then, nobody knows what's going on.
Right.
Because that's nauseating. Let's see. Oh, that's the Facebook. Don't mind me, I am just rap. I will say there will be a video coming. There will be a video coming soon for one of the songs off the 28th. Just putting that out there, out to the universe.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Yes. Tripping out of here with the whoa. Still got sickness in the flow. I feel it in my soul.
Okay, we are. There we go.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Let's get it.
We got anybody in here yet? What's power? What's power? How y'all be? How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
As y'all know the demo stream gonna start about 15 after.
Yes, indeed. You know how this goes.
Hope y'all having a good and wonderful week. What's going on, Kiki?
What's good?
What's power?
What's up? You know I'm extra. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
By the way, for those of y'all just now tuning in, this is NeRo's latest project. It's called 28.
Also, for those who are tuning in, brother here is doing a series of, 23 days of what?
23 days a night, sir.
23 days a night. I wanted to make sure to say it right. Actually, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and pop that young SoundCloud in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
To the quick.
Shout out to the two of y'all in here. If you are not subscribed already to us, what are you doing? Don't be doing a disservice to yourself as well as us.
For real though.
Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead and share this.
What are you really doing with your life?
Precisely.
Yeah. But yes, today we're talking about a very, very interesting subject, one of which that we all deal with to some measure or level. You know what I'm saying? Certainly an interesting one for sure.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about pride tonight.
Yes. Pride. Because, if we're being perfectly honest, pride plays an interesting role in our lives when it comes to a lot of things. Pride can easily be something that will help you to maximize the way that you act and the way you conduct yourself, because you don't want to conduct yourself in a manner that will make you look questionable, or a way that will make you look like you're tripping or like you off it, doing something wild. But at the same time, pride can also allow you, or in some ways prompt you, to engage in activities and acts and behaviors that are ultimately unhealthy, if not just because of the fact that they carry the possibility of making things more difficult for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, case in point, pride is good when you're trying to affirm that you are worthy or deserving of respect for something that you've done. Pride is not healthy in a case where pride is not good and or healthy in cases where you making that affirmation is neither warranted for that particular moment or is going to cause you more issues, trouble, and grief in the long run. These are moments where you have to consider what role does pride play in my life and what role should it play.
Okay. Don't give him the whole Thanksgiving dinner yet.
No, I ain't giving him no.
He dropping dinner rolls on y'all asses. He good. He smacking that scoop of mashed potatoes and gravy on y'all plate.
You and these references, sir.
Man, hey, shoot. This is food for thought, sir.
Why you hungry?
And it's that time of year.
This is true. You still sound hungry though. You sound mad hungry.
I've already ate.
Yeah, me too. But
hey, y'all, do us a favor. Definitely go ahead and share this so we can get more people on the stream. Whoever's on Twitch, help us out. Share it to your fellow Twitch viewers and streamers if you can.
I don't know what the lingo is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what the lingo is over there.
I don't either.
But yeah, let's get this going. Let's get this popping.
Exactly. I'm just sending some invites. But basically, what is something that you consider? I'm trying to think about how to form this question. Actually, hold up. I know how I want to. What's good, Castro?
What's going on, brother?
Cracking, bro?
What's happening?
Look, I've been thinking a lot, and yeah, look, I ain't gonna front with you. It's about time to get some of this worked out. I want to fit clothes again. So, I know I'll probably never wear a medium again in my life, but still, I have dreams and ambitions. They're realistic. My goals are realistic. I ain't trying to get no washboard abs. I know that ain't gonna happen, but I just want to even feel better. So yeah, we will be talking, sir. For those who don't know, be on the lookout. We will be involved in a workout video with our brother over here, Castro 87 Pop Tommy, aka Castro.
Brother, all I ask is that I can't make any promises or commitments to things. Low-key Nero can't either, because truth be told, for those of y'all who don't know, but specifically to you, store manager, case manager. We some of the busiest kind of people to deal with.
So, we have no lives.
Yeah, besides this podcast.
Well, let's put it
all
like
I do
this.
is work.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my days range. Well, not case manager. That's DCS. We're not DCS. Case worker. It's different. But that's different.
That's what I meant.
Listen,
I'm glad you corrected me.
Anyway, yes, we're not the bad guys. At least we don't try to be. But in all seriousness, my days can range from being super packed from 8 or 9 to 7, or just being a day like today where I did a little staffing check-in at 8, and really only worked truly from 10 to 3, and then off to home I go. Well, I'll say 3:30 because I did notes. I went ahead and did my notes and stuff because note taking does take up a bit of my time.
Hey, shout out to the 6 people in here. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, we got 6.
Excuse me.
And 5 of us on YouTube. One of them's on Twitch. Shout out to the person who's on Twitch.
Yes.
The real MVP.
Hey, y'all, please go ahead and like, comment, share. And if you are watching this video, I done did the analytics. 10% of y'all. It ain't that big of an amount, but 10% of y'all are watching these videos and are not subscribed.
We need to fix that.
Fix it. Don't hurt us and don't hurt yourself.
What's up, Alyssa and Co? What's good?
What's powerful?
Look, Castro said, I'm just trying to get more collaboration in the community. Anyone you know want to work on building our YouTube, let's work. Okay. Look, y'all see the invitation, folks. So if you got anybody you know, shoot it to this brother. We'll get you connected. We'll see. Question number 1. What's up, Jerome? AKA Mr. DSOG.
What's power? How you doing? What's going on? Y'all know the demo. We're going to get the stream discussion started about 5-ish minutes or so. We just want to give y'all a little bit more room to gather people for the discussion. Also,
I've got a question up for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and try and pin this thing. And this is the first question that we got questions that we want folks to ask. Question number 1 is, what is a healthy way to express pride? Okay, working on some movies. That sounds dope. That sounds dope, man. That most definitely sounds dope. You will have to link us to that whenever you go ahead and complete that.
Facts.
Yep. But hold on, let me see if there it is. Yes, Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I just saw that trailer. It looks interesting. I got to do some more digging because I've been slacking. I haven't really checked into it since I want to say August. So there's probably some things I need to catch up on.
I'm just glad I seen Piccolo.
Right? And he got a house.
My second
Man's got a house.
My second favorite character is Dragon Ball Z.
I absolutely understand.
So
what type of pride are we talking about? That is a very good question, and I'm glad you asked that. Because there is a variation of pride. So I would just say whichever one comes to mind. Because I'm kind of leaving it vague intentionally because I know that people have varying interpretations of what pride is, how pride works, and how it operates. So I really want to see where everybody's head is at with that. So I would just say the first version that you immediately think of when someone talks about or mentions pride.
And for the time being,
hopefully that helps.
For the time being, definitely keep it in mind. Because before we really get into really truly hearing you guys express your perspectives on pride, Nero's going to actually present us with the textbook definition too. So that way we have a well-rounded discussion.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we just don't exactly know what the words mean, but we think we do.
I ain't gonna you almost forgot to do that.
we recreate, so to speak. We be remixing words. As human beings, the English language is kind of trash in a way that allows for that. And we okay with it for the most part with most words.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to make sure we get that textbook definition and put it out in front and center for everybody before we really get into divulging. Shout out to the 7 of y'all tuning in.
Absolutely. Let's see. Here's what we've got.
Appreciate you.
Indeed. Pride. Number 1, a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those which one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. Okay. Thank you, Kiki. When I present my craft or art to someone. Okay. So you're expressing pride, but you have something to back it up that is tangible. Okay. I'm feeling that. Let's see. Another one is, now this one is a bit more of the healthy one. 2 is pride is a consciousness of one's own dignity. Or as a verb, to be especially proud of a particular quality of skill. So you pride yourself on being able to accomplish something. So we tend to lean more towards that first definition, which is totally okay. It's totally fine. It's okay to feel pride in certain things that you do, especially if it's something that you yourself accomplished. That's totally okay. It's just when it reaches an unhealthy degree that is problematic. Excuse me. Consciousness of one's own dignity. That one I feel like is a bit more healthy in terms of the fact that it's more of an awareness as opposed to an expression. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think that sometimes we falter because when we have pride as an expression, it can be potentially corrosive. It can be potentially problematic just because of the fact that sometimes people don't know how to properly take or digest when pride is expressed as is put out as an expression. Now, when it is an understanding or it is a oh man, I just got the word I used. I'm sorry. When it's a conscious understanding, when it's something that is understood so you don't express it outwardly, that is a moment in which pride can be effectively used because of the fact that you ain't got to say anything in order to bring it up. Folk know you got pride in yourself because you carry yourself a certain way. Folk know you got pride in yourself because of the way you dress. Folk know you got pride in yourself because of the way you keep yourself up. Like, perfect case in point, had a gentleman that I deal with, and man's got all the confidence in the world. He really do. And I'm not mad at it. It's like, look, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Ain't that the phrase?
Yeah. That is what they say.
But I will say that something that may hurt him is that he does not look to be part of what he is expressing. Does that necessarily mean he doesn't or shouldn't have that confidence? No. But does it mean that upon first glance, people will find that type of pride to be unfounded? Also, yes. And that is something that you have to look at. Not that aesthetics are necessarily of utmost importance, but they are of some measure of importance when it comes to the expression of pride. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say it like this. You ain't never seen Vegeta look tacky.
Okay. Okay. All right. You know, for me, I think, like I said, when I was referring to like the English language and stuff, pride gets conflated with a lot of other things, particularly negative things and negative words such as arrogance, right? Mm-hmm. And arrogance is just describing the behavior of one who may be prideful,
right,
but within a condescending fashion,
right.
Like I'm so good and I'm better than you,
right?
It's not necessarily that comparison element,
right? And it's not necessarily that the person being prideful is a bad thing. It's the way in which they express it,
right? And the expression being arrogance,
right?
And so that's why it's important. When we talk about these words and everything,
we have to have an understanding.
We have to have an understanding, and we have to, mention context because context matters, right?
Absolutely. Definitions matter, context matters. Things of that nature are important. If you don't express things in the right way, it's easy for them to get misconstrued at any given time.
Facts.
And when you leave some things to interpretation in that way.
Oh, hey, hey, Kira. I'm sorry I missed you. And we got the comment section separated.
Oh, yeah.
So Kira's on here too. Kira.
Oh, what's up, Kira?
She's coming through from Facebook.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes I can't see the Facebook comments.
We got a new setup.
They don't like us. So I think I used to be able to. I just don't.
No, it won't. It won't.
It won't do it?
Not through this way. It won't.
Oh,
but I got it.
I think I could see those, and I think I can see those in Twitch on here. That's probably what
you can see YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, I can see YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. At least that's what it generally is. But such is life. How you doing, sis? I know you out here grinding. Oh, I shouted you out without shouting you out. While I was actually at work, because somebody made a joke about buying a pony. Don't ask. But
once again, ladies and gentlemen, context is everything.
It is.
For those of y'all who just joining us, we are talking pride tonight.
But yeah, so I happened to bring up the fact. I'm like, hey, so you do know that there's actually a facility that does equine therapy in Bloomington. I wish I would have remembered the name. I would have totally mentioned that. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that was an interesting thing that I learned one day, and that was pretty dope. That's it. It was pretty dope.
So we know the main reason why besides being day ones and stuff, why y'all tuning in tonight,
Absolutely.
is because once again, you know, as a society and as a culture, we definitely tend to lean more on the negative aspects of life at times.
Absolutely.
I think it's basically because it's easier and also it requires less effort on us as individuals. It's a lot easier to do some fuck shit than it is to do something truly meaningful and productive.
You hit the nail on the head with that.
So because of that, pride is always being used in such a bad context. And to be fair, we don't really have some of the best examples.
No.
In society or really pop culture.
No. Most demonstrations or expressions of pride are typically very belligerent, openly disrespectful, toxic, behaviors where they're looked at as something. It's like they're looked at as something that should not be present within a particular space. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's looked at as something that honestly should be looked down upon. Like you should not necessarily that you should be looked down upon because you are prideful, but you should be looked down upon because of the way you express your pride, which eventually does boil down to being looked down upon for being prideful because of the perception that comes with being prideful. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It's a negative connotation that's attached to that makes people think, well, you claim that you got pride or that you prideful, or you must be one of the folks stuck up. Referring to what we were talking about earlier, he's a Scorpio.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't like what you're trying to suggest there, sir.
I have suggested nothing. I'm just telling you what I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the best months of the year, as well as one of the best times of the year.
And here it is.
Allow me to express pride in that. It's being a person born in October. Greatest month of all. You're welcome. Anyway, that's just me being prideful. So
play. What was it?
Hold on, don't you do that.
You're welcome.
We ain't even Siri or nothing because we got Google right here.
Oh, don't worry, Siri.
It's a thing.
Look, I only have Siri because it's a requirement.
We push on, Macintosh.
This is what I like.
But
this is what I prefer.
These conversations about pride are important.
Absolutely.
Just because of, like I said, the terms like arrogance and egotistical is another one that gets rope-a-dope into that conversation.
Yes, indeed.
So, and we can talk about it that way since that's how most people use pride.
Yeah.
In a negative connotation.
Right.
What about you guys though? NeRo posed a question, which I thought was a pretty good question. What is a healthy way to express pride?
Because look, Kiki said, I'm not mad at you that you care for whatever it is, blank, in the way that you were going about it. Basically shoving it down somebody's throat and not trying to take creative criticism. Yes. Javar said greatest month with the poop emoji.
That's actually chocolate ice cream. So, hey, if you like chocolate ice cream, sir, go ahead and eat it.
Whatever you say, my G. I don't know. That don't look like.
I'm pretty sure shit don't have eyes and a mouth on it.
Neither does ice cream.
No, but you know what? Ice cream makes people smile. So, let me see. What's that? Is it babble noise? Babble noise? How am I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think a healthy way to express your pride is to express it humbling. When I show my art, I do it with pride, but I am not too prideful to show it like I'm the best in the world. Right. Humbleness and humility. You're proud of what it is. Typically people who are passionate get written off as that, right? As being too prideful and stuff. No, I just really appreciate what I did right here. And let's make no mistake. It's not your fault.
Right.
if someone feels insecure about you doing that, and then juxtapose that you're being too prideful too,
Right.
because that's a thing too. And it is not your responsibility to be the humble police in the general sense that you don't always have to be humble because you have to worry about somebody taking it a certain way. It doesn't. There's not a 1-to-1 chance that they're definitely going to take it that way.
That and the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing is that humility and pride are two parts of the same balanced thing. If you have both, then you can be balanced. But if you have an overage of either one, if you are too prideful, then you'll become haughty and disrespectful and belligerent, and you won't be able to have an understanding of when you actually need corrective criticism. You need to be checked. When you are entirely too humble, that's great because you're nice to people, but you're unaware of your own capabilities to some degree. And you may it may lead to despondence, it may lead to depression, it may lead to a lack of self-worth at its absolute worst. So these things have to be balanced.
Yeah, it could also lead to you being taken advantage of, and or people taking credit, right,
for what you've done.
Look,
speaking of pride, you had so much pride that was ice cream, and now folks is coming at you because Kiki said if you get ice cream from a toilet.
I've never gotten ice cream from a toilet, so I'm not sure what that means.
And Javar said I typed in and that popped up. That is not ice cream.
Well, I didn't type in that word. No, but
sir.
Yeah, I mean,
Javar chose violence today, as always. This man don't care. Yo, bro, but this is one of them things where it's like
Babel Noise said, "Pride is a double-edged sword for sure. Too little pride is a form of insecurity and disbelief in yourself. Too much is arrogance."
And there it is.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier. So I do appreciate you dropping that in there with the conciseness. He free throwed that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, actually, that was an alley-oop.
That was a straight switch.
Ice cream.
Right. I'm mad. I'm mad at that.
The fact that you went that far with it. Well, I know I was being facetious.
Right.
Anyway.
Let's see.
Alyssa says, yeah, I don't really have pride. Sometimes it's there, but I definitely lack it.
I kind of like the way that you said that because there are people who, and one time myself included, initially would always say, I don't have pride. I don't possess pride. I'm not a prideful person. And once again, part of that is because of the negative connotation that goes along with pride as a whole.
Right.
But what I realize is that it's not that I don't have pride. I do not openly express pride, or perhaps I don't have it in excess. So I do like the way that she said sometimes it's there, but I definitely lack it because yes, as a person, if you take anything that you do seriously, anything that you create seriously, or any way that you carry yourself seriously, if you take yourself seriously, you have a measure of pride.
You sure in the hell do.
Because you have to have a measure of pride in order to care enough to carry yourself in a certain way.
Yes.
In order to carry enough to take yourself seriously.
There's definitely an element of, proud, right?
Yeah.
There's an element of proud that comes with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You definitely have to have it.
Right.
To some degree.
Sir, your stuff is getting highlighted a lot because you hitting on stuff. So Babel Noise says, with another free throw, pride shows itself in action even when you aren't trying to. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you are passionate about your work, if you're passionate about what you do, so say like, for me, I'm an artist, he's an artist as well. He does poetry. When you hear him, you can feel the pride in his voice. Does that mean that he thinks he's better than everybody? I don't know, maybe. It depends on the but not necessarily. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee, is what I'm saying. But does that mean that he has a high consideration and a high value set for what he does and the work that he puts into it?
I don't like that,
yes.
Sir. I don't like that. personally, me, I take a lot of pride in my work, but I don't compare myself to other people because other people aren't me and I'm not other people.
That's fair.
And some people might take that as being very prideful and arrogant. I don't give a damn.
Right.
Because the way I look at it is, well, like I said, I'm only trying to do better than me in the past. I don't, and I think that's a core element where people, you know, branch off to the arrogance or the modesty, the humbleness, or the other, you know, the egotistical.
Right.
That's where it comes from. When you start adding comparison into things. I always say comparison is the thief of joy. That's one of the greatest sayings that I've ever heard.
See, the biggest thing is when, you know, because I deal with a lot of people who are in situations where their pride is being called into question, where their pride is being hurt and assaulted because of certain things they may have either failed to do, or that, you know, the government is saying that they failed to do, or the system is saying that they failed to do. So a lot of them have varying expressions of pride, from the minute to the moderate, because, you know, they know what they've been, they know what they've been about and they know what they've done, or to the extreme, like the extreme of, I absolutely know that this is bull, I know what I did, and you can't tell me nothing. It's that pride that is problematic. The problem is that, especially with men, we have this unhealthy fascination with trying our absolute best to at least appear self-made. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to say, oh, I ain't need nobody help. You know, I did this by myself. I got it on my own. I went and got it how I live. You know, I did that.
Yeah, but you know what, though?
And that's great. Do you want a cookie?
I'm going to push back on that, though. And there's why. Two reasons why. Okay. One, I mean, we live in a day and age where women are allowed to make those same claims through being independent or
I'll get on them too for this.
But I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it to even get on them. But what I am saying it for is that I think that in general, I think it's more of a human nature kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also society and culture influence that, right? Like nobody, like, you know, in general, society expects for men to be productive, to provide something. I'm not just talking even in a relationship sense. I'm talking like in a societal sense. You're judged. Yes, you are judged by your ability to produce something, to make something of yourself.
Right, that is your charge in life.
So, you know, with that being said, you see why some of the posturing happens, especially from these people who are feeling inferior and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it sounds good for me to showboat and act like I'm something that I'm not, because it's expected of me to be something.
Right.
That didn't make it okay, but it definitely it's understandable to a degree, I think, just for people in general.
And one thing I like to say is that it's always good to know where things come from, so that way we have an understanding of it. We may not particularly like it. We may not particularly like what is being displayed or what is being put on display. But once you have an understanding of why it's there, sometimes that helps you to figure it out and figure out how to deal with it.
Babel Noise says something else. First off, sidebar. I don't know if this is your first time joining the stream. I feel like it is, unless you change your YouTube name, whomever you are. But man, we talked about ego. You missed that one. Definitely go back and watch some of our episodes if this is your first time tuning in.
I'll link you because I now know who that is.
Or listen to the audio pod too. But pride over ego and not ego over pride. The two can be blurred together so easily. There's a difference in saying what I do is the best thing out here versus I'm the shit at what I do.
Yeah, and he said first time doing it.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm glad you're joining. Yeah, you're definitely providing some insightful things. Mm-hmm. And man, you done missed out on some ones. I'm telling you that right now. But that's okay. There's more. And since you're on YouTube, I hope you subscribe them. But yeah.
But I mean, that's true.
Say pride goeth before the fall. Y'all know how to, you know, the quote or whatever goes.
Oh, absolutely. And it's the truth. Sometimes people use pride as a defense mechanism for when they do not want to address particular failings, mistakes or issues of that nature. You know, when you have things that you've done that are problematic that you really don't want to talk about, because you know that talking about it makes it real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did miss out on a couple of sessions, Alyssa, but they are up there. So if there's ever anything that you miss, go back to the YouTube and scroll through the playlist. It's all there. Which I need to make sure that I'm glad I just mentioned that. I need to make sure these are all in the playlist together. I believe they are, but I'm pretty sure that I need to update that.
Should be something like automatic. Like you should be. All of that stuff should be easily found on the YouTube channel. So just make sure you guys are.
It's basically the only stuff on the channel, but I'm going to make certain that it's all under the live streams.
So just make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure you're staying subscribed and everything, keeping their notifications. We got the audio pod back going for those of y'all who missed it. Yeah. And shout out to those of y'all who listened to it. Right now, the plays on it are
at 45.
I was gonna say just more than we expected, at least for this episode.
We appreciate it. I mean, we just had an uptick, so I mean that's definitely what's up. Look, we appreciate any bit of love that we get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and y'all know we on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Those are primarily where you can find us. We also have a site that's also all of these links and stuff are in the description for the videos. So definitely make sure you were reading the descriptions of the videos so you know what the topic at hand is gonna be, as well as where you can find all of our stuff. Like we everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially this dude. Because I don't really do the social media stuff like that. I'm only doing this for business purposes.
Look, I attempt.
But he all over this.
I attempt.
But
I'm making effort.
We got
most Def getting back and watching other sessions. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All 5 of y'all better hit like this video though and hit subscribe.
All 6.
Because I'm sorry.
Hold on.
There's one on Twitch,
so technically that doesn't count.
Whoever on Twitch, you probably subscribe, but we're telling you anyway, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, shameless plug. I know y'all see this hoodie. I had too many people ask me about this damn hoodie when I first got it. Make sure you're spending money to get it. We got a whole merchandise shop. All you got to do is follow the link in the description. We got a whole merchandise shop with this, t-shirts, and a bunch of other little ish. Buy the merch, especially if you was hounding me about it. I had somebody ask me the other day about any promo codes coming soon.
Might be. I mean,
we've done them before.
Yeah. And I mean,
why not?
I mean, Halloween coming up, so
yeah, get your swag on.
We can go ahead and do that.
Shoot. Eventually, we're gonna get to the point where y'all can dress up as the Black in a Minute stopwatch for Halloween.
Hey,
shit, get your shine on.
If somebody do that on God, I would be hyped. I would be geeked. Like I would be in a very good mood about that. I'd be all here for it.
Facts. But yeah, you know,
be all way here for it.
As y'all can see, you know, there's so many avenues that we can go down when we talk about pride and its display. Just like what we just did, you know, we take pride in what this is. That's why we have put this out for y'all. We don't really make no money off of this at the moment. You know what I'm saying? We get something, which is better than nothing. But the more eyes that we get onto the product, the more we can make the product better, the more we can give you guys content at a more steadfast pace.
Absolutely.
Because some of these people y'all subscribe to on YouTube, of course we are too, they got stuff every day. Y'all want to see some stuff every day or every other day, you know what you got to do. You got to support. You got to hit that support link.
Yeah, you got to like it. Look, I ain't going to cap with you. So long as we got day jobs, it's not happening.
Demanding day jobs, because they ain't regular day jobs.
You don't got it. So, you know.
So, but, you know, with that being said, y'all, I need that hoodie. You need that hoodie. You need the link that's in the description of the video.
Here,
I'm gonna have NeRo pop that mug up in there for you.
I'll post that mug up real quick, bro.
Yeah, pop that mug up in there.
I got you. Hold on. Let me go ahead and.
If you watching on YouTube, Babble Noise, it says you are. It's right in the description too as well.
Yeah, just in case you can't see that.
But just in case, NeRo's gonna drop it in there for us.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that.
Thank you, sir. It should be already on the caption.
Oh, okay.
But
it's on the caption. You said.
Yep.
Oh, bad. Okay.
But yeah, you know,
And there it is.
Check out that link right there. We'll even put it in the comment section if we need to do that too. But you guys, you know, going back to pride, getting back to task, it's very important that you do take pride in what you do if you put any significant type of effort to it.
Yes,
because
indeed.
It's only going to increase the quality of things. Like, to not have pride in something probably has a high chance that whatever it is, you either don't really care that much about it, and or you don't do whatever that is to the best of your ability. Okay? There's a level of prestige, relevancy, importance that you put to the things you say and do when you put that stank, that pride on it. Yeah, and it's important that y'all know that, because we got plenty of people out here, you know, ain't celebrate.
They don't celebrate themselves.
They don't celebrate the wins, and unfortunately, sometimes some of those same people, nobody does.
Right.
So there's plenty of people that go out here underappreciated. You know, we had an episode a couple weeks ago called "If You Admire Somebody, You Should," and we were talking about giving people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? A way that you can ensure that you are respected, just in the general sense of being a person, because everybody ain't just gonna do it automatically. It's by the way you carry yourself, by the results that you yield, by you know, there's nothing wrong with being proud.
Yes.
Because remember, that's another word associated with that same word.
Right.
Remember that.
Having pride in yourself, in your accomplishments, and the things that you have done with your life, there is nothing wrong with that.
Because some people don't get that. I'm so proud of you. Some of us don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you don't get that. You do all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes people don't give you compliments or kudos on anything.
No.
Sometimes you got to be that person to tell yourself, yeah, you know, this is good. Even if nobody else believes in this being anything, I do.
Look, and we are never going to be against you trying to believe yourself, for real.
Hell no.
For real. Like, and that's just facts. I will never be against anybody trying to believe in themselves and trying to have an understanding or a thought process of what they should do with their lives. Because sometimes those reaffirmations, that's another thing we talked about, those affirmations are what help you get through. That's what helps you to, you know, be able to speak your piece and be able to speak with, you know, put a little oomph in your chest. You know, you can say it with your chest.
Think about whenever you in the job interview and they like, so tell us about yourself.
Right.
How did you perform here? And most of y'all, I don't give a damn unless you're just being completely honest and you're trash. You puff your chest out a little bit.
Look, you like,
well, actually, and, you know, you code switch and all of that. But you big yourself up because that's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, look, you
present yourself in the best light.
You sit there like this, you can like,
and be honest with it.
Well, actually, sir, look, you have your hands like this in your lap, and you're just like, well, actually, sir, this is something that I've been really interested in doing.
You know, I think that's why sometimes some of us as people, sometimes some of us feel a type of way whenever there's a more accomplished person around. Sometimes those more accomplished people wear that on their sleeves. Like, you know, as the Kevin Samuel soundboard would say, I'm a PhD. Some people hate that. They take that so negative. But the truth of the matter is, you don't have to boast it around, but damn it, yes, you should be proud of that.
Look, I'm about to say
that shit wasn't easy.
Exactly.
If you just got a promotion,
right, and
you ain't had that much experience in the job, guess what? You should be proud of that. That shit ain't easy.
Hell yeah. And look, and what you about to go through, because you don't have that much experience and you have a high ranking position, ain't easy. So look, Godspeed to you.
Living ain't easy.
Dude.
Which is why with some of that pride also comes what else? Gratefulness, gratuity, gratitude.
Absolutely.
We also express ourselves in these ways because we're also showing thanks. Right. Like, yo, I'm so happy, or I'm so blessed, or whatever word you use.
Right.
Man, think like my luck has been up.
Right. Sometimes it's like, look, man, I'm just doing good right now.
Don't bottle that. Don't bottle that ish in.
No.
Just don't use it to be condescending to others.
Right. Yeah.
Use it as a measuring stick, as a point of reference to yourself.
Right.
check yourself, as
Like,
my brother said earlier.
Don't be like, do not say things to elevate yourself in deference to somebody else. Don't be like, well, I don't know about this dude over here, but look, I got what's going on. Like, and you get a lot of people that use a lot of I statements. Ain't nothing wrong with using I statements until it's the point of that's all you got. Because there are some people who overuse I statements, and we all have known them. People who overuse I statements, who are trying to sell themselves to you so hard that it's working in reverse. Because you're looking at it like, dog, ain't no way that you look this good. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe the hype. It may very well be true, but you don't believe the hype. Excuse me.
Facts.
Yep. Throat keeps getting dry. Should have grabbed my water.
I told you to savor the flavor, sir.
I mean, it's in the car.
That's well. NeRo AnGelo, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, hold on. Is it in the? I don't think it's on the table. I'll be nice. I will get my nerves. I thought I cared. Not just the other people. To
myself. This dude left it literally in the studio while NeRo takes a water break. This dude.
Drink your water, folks. I will not be tolerating any condescending comments about what my previous actions was. Need my water. It's important. It's good for you. It's healthy. Anyway, I was wild. But for real, in a lot of ways, yeah, it's got to get that water, boy. Yes. It's important. It's important. Now the thing that I done put myself in a hole about is that the thing is too wide, so now I gotta get a thing from the store to put in the thing that's in the car, so I can put this thing in there and it stays in instead of like falling all over everywhere because it gets on my nerves. Consequences of just trying to stay hydrated. That, and when you drive around a lot as part of your job, it is very easy for you to try to seek out sources of caffeine. And that ain't always the healthiest choice. So I always try to keep around a little bit of water. Can't be out here complaining about my weight and my health and I don't drink water. So, unless of course it's but yeah. Or Aquafina and trash water.
Don't get me started.
I know, right? Look, let's see if we count this as an expression of pride. Shout out to the homie Tristan Arnold. In fact, I'm gonna try and send him the link so that way he sees this. I hope he sees this because I'm gonna mention it. He said, "I just saw one of those casting posts for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and it says it pays $88 daily." I'm like, dude, nah. Marvel, a multi-billion-dollar studio. I don't care if my role is serving the stars donuts. I better be making at least $100 an hour. Look. On everything. Is that not an expression of pride? Like, look, my time is worth more. My time is worth more.
Boy.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
We ain't gonna keep y'all too late on this one.
Nah, because it's a pretty straightforward thing unless you really flesh it out.
Pride is pretty straightforward. And like I said, these other descriptive words that float around pride, such as arrogance, ego, modesty, humility, etc., are just showing the pro-positive and pro-negative of these same words. at the end of the day, pride in itself is a neutral term, so to speak.
Yes.
And it's based primarily off of context.
And in reference to that, Babel Noise just dropped something on us.
Man.
If you know, you know.
Man.
He said, NeRo can vibe with me on this, I can. If you an anime fan and want to see the embodiment of negative pride, look no further than Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh my God. That man was negative pride incarnate. Honestly, Dio is probably the textbook definition of toxicity as it is now understood. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
I mean, to some degree, yes, yo, I'm a clown. What's good, G? It's like, don't take me seriously today. I'm on one. It's good to see you, Tristan. Look, I know you be wilding, but I was like, that's a perfect example. It's like, hey, my time is important. It is worth more. And my God, I look like I'm halfway.
Hey, shout out to whoever reposted 23 Days of Night. I appreciate you on that. I don't know if you're on the stream or whatnot. You. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. Speaking of such, if you do check that out, 23 Days of Night, the SoundCloud link is in the description, and you should check that out. Before we do that, though, let me highlight what Brother Man also said. He said, alternatively, I know how to say the word. Vegeta from Dragon Ball is a good example of transforming from negative pride into healthy pride. And yes, Kiki said definitely the DBZ reference on God, because look, if you know, you know, because we know how Vegeta used to be.
Yeah.
Look, that's why I get tired of Vegeta haters. Like, this man ain't had no growth. It's like, look, bro, we was with this man in the trenches. We used to stare at him condescendingly as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's the thing, you know, man. That's a whole character development conversation for real. But yeah, we saw two sides. You know, the duality that was that I think Babel Noise hinted to earlier is exactly what was displayed in that show, and because of that, it made that character the most popular character in that franchise. And that ain't me just saying that.
Right.
They already put it out there.
It's facts.
Vegeta's number one.
Look, Tristan said my band back in the day wrote a song about Vegeta's negative pride. One of my favorite villains, but he is tragic. Yes, because of the fact that he has to now grapple. The problem with pride is that it can, once again, lead you into decisions and choices that you will grow to regret later in life.
It started as arrogance,
or
egotistical, and it became proud.
Yeah. It also went from belligerence to an understanding of the world around him. Once he became more spatially aware and more understanding of what was going on in his space and his effects that he had on it, he started realizing, you know, dang, I'm screwing up out here. I'm making mistakes, blah, blah, blah. And now he understands that he's grappling with the fact that he has to own up to that. And that is why we encourage y'all not to express pride in a negative way or in a belligerent way. Because at some point, the reckoning that comes with that will come about. It will. Because that's just the nature of it. Man, I thought I was just... Oh, yeah. Also with the Dio thing. Dio is a perfect example of negative pride for the same reason. Look, Deadass learned to express my pride from anime. Self-reflection, but mostly anime. I mean, I feel you. Look, because in the case with Dio, the whole reason why Dio carries himself with that pride, that level of pride, is because of the background that he had as being a disgruntled and mistreated child who had a father who was practically useless and a mother who died from working too hard, you know, who was determined to make certain that he would never be looked down on again. So as a result, he decided to go and be like, look, I'm gonna get it how I live. And I don't care who I gotta hurt, who I gotta kill, whose lives I gotta destroy. I'm gonna make certain that I sit at the precipice where can't nobody look down on me. You know? And I mean, he did that, but look at the effects that it had. You know what I mean? This man tried to eliminate a whole bloodline off this. You know what I mean? I mean, other than the various other lives that he indirectly ruined, if you truly read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you truly realize just the true results of what happens when pride is at its most toxic and corrosive. You know what I'm saying? Because there were so many after effects of the actions this man took that affected so many other things beyond his scope. And if that ain't a definition of negative pride, I don't know what is. Because pride is like that. Pride will infect. Pride is like a disease sometimes. Negative pride will infect any space you're in and cause not only you to have negative experiences, but others to have negative experiences as well. Sometimes there's a direct or indirect result of you. You know what I'm saying? Negative experiences don't have to make you a negative person. That's quotable. But for real, negative experiences don't have to make you a negative person. You choose whether or not that happens. And sometimes pride can play a role in that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shoot, Vegeta's a perfect example. Because your perception gets harmed whenever you are trying to look at things from a narrow scope. And pride is one of those things that can force you into look or coerce you into looking at something from a very narrow scope, or a narrow worldview, simply because you don't believe that anybody else's worldview is either important enough or worthy. And that's the danger of it.
Okay.
Yep. Listen, Coach said, true. I learned that after my teenage years and changed.
Good.
That's good.
You caught it.
And you caught it early.
Before it could, yeah.
You caught it before.
Because, man, as much as people talk about problematic things that happen when you're a child, there's still a level of innocence and unaccountability that exists there. Once you get an adult, as most of us would know, because most of us are at least adult age, a lot of that shit you can't just continue as an adult.
No.
It'll be the end of you in one way or another.
Absolutely. Some of the people that I deal with in my job, and I know some of the people he deals with his job, although they're there for more cordial reasons. Some of the people that I deal with in my job are literally there as a result of trying to handle things and deal with situations in the same infantile way that they have since they were children, or since from a previous point where it may have worked, but it didn't truly produce any new results or any better results. So as a result, they're not doing what they're doing or engaged in what they're doing because they think that it's the best way. It's sometimes because they don't have any other options. And as a result, they had too much pride to try to learn from anybody and just went with their own devices. Babel Noise says, pride, being negative or positive, can make you who you are. Your pride can build others or bring them down too. Being prideful and building someone up can help those who have no pride get some. You know what? I got another anime reference. You ever watch Gurren Lagann?
I don't think so.
Bro, you need to watch that. That's a perfect example. Because Kamina is a perfect example of that. Because he said, I need you to believe in the you. It's like, what was it? It's like, believe in the you that believes in me. Or something like that. I forgot how that works. Gonna switch you to the big screen. I feel like this discussion deserves it. Hey, much appreciated, sir.
Oh yeah, if you got Chromecast, Fire Stick, whatever, run it.
Look, if that HD 4K whatever TV starts showing you some pimples and some other things that shouldn't be seen, look, just pretend it doesn't exist because we do too.
I mean, hey,
there it is. Yes, believe in the you that believes in me. There it is. And that's literally what he told him. And that's not to say that he was prideful. It was one of those things of saying, I have pride in you.
Hey.
And you have pride in me to do what I need to do, but you need to believe in yourself the same way. You need to have that same energy.
It's funny you said that, because this reminds me not of an anime reference, but a music reference. Kanye. Kanye said, I think it was Zane Lowe interview some years ago.
Okay.
He was like, if you're a fan of me, you're not a fan of me, you're a fan of yourself. Mm-hmm. I'm just the espresso that gets you going in the morning.
Okay.
You are who you are because that's you.
That's fair.
You like me because there are elements of what I do and express that remind you of yourself.
Right.
But yeah, I you know, when it sticks and it makes sense and it hit,
yeah,
you're like,
that's the one. That's the one.
Right.
And I mean, you know, that made me think of that line. You mean with my friend Quali, you mean Talib lyrics stick to your rib?
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't even know him. Why'd you lie?
Look,
like,
that's the type of music that I bump in the crib, and I mean, you don't really know him. Why'd you lie? Like, bro, throwbacks. But in all seriousness, it is one of those things that, you know, when you catch yourself making too many I statements, sometimes that means that you're making too many affirmations that may not hold weight. There's nothing wrong with being confident. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself. There's a whole lot wrong with having unfounded confidence in you, in yourself.
Yeah, don't fall in love with the potential. Call back.
Thank you.
Last week's episode.
Heck, sometimes it ain't no freaking potential. Sometimes
it ain't.
Sometimes you just feeling yourself because you want to feel yourself. And
you
like,
having a moment,
yeah, bro.
Like,
yeah.
Look,
I'm that dude. You know, I'm doing this and I'm doing that.
Like the dudes, like them dudes that be in like the little teenage movies and shit. Look, if y'all in y'all late 20s, y'all definitely know. Like, y'all remember like all the other teen movies and shit, like Not Another Teenage Movie, like the first American Pie and before. Like, you would always have a dude who just get a little bit of muscle and he like flexing in the mirror and stuff.
Right,
like he a bodybuilder. Like, yeah.
He thinking he's something serious. And I'm just like,
oh. Or the dude that finally got some play from a chick. Like, yeah, I just
look, he's sitting there like, be like, it's like, so can I get your number? It's like, yeah. And he's sitting there like, look, he's sitting there like, okay. You know, his arms up like this, and he's like, okay, thank you. As soon as she walk off, he like, yes. Yeah.
Right, I swear.
Kick something out the window.
Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that?
What's up?
Man.
It's like, oh, you got the jockey? I got your jockey.
You
know nothing.
Man, Muzz beating a high five, hug, start a whole new business.
Look, I got that number though. Look, hey, she winked at me. The sad part is there are fully grown people that will do the exact same thing.
Facts.
She winked at me. It's like, yeah, well, she smiled at me. Yeah, well, she smiled and winked at me. Well, she smiled, winked at me, and she even waved. Man. Ain't none of y'all about to get no play. She probably has a boyfriend somewhere.
Man.
Who will beat the hell out of all of y'all.
Which is which low key is a whole nother conversation.
Oh, Jesus.
Folks have been talking about relationships since the dawn of time. And it's only right that we're approaching a point where Black in a Minute is going to talk about them. We're just giving y'all a precursor now because these are the type of conversations, especially when we have conversations that talk about the dynamics amongst men and women that get the most people engaged. Everybody got an opinion about what man this or woman that.
Yeah, look, and I'm going to say
Black in a Minute ain't scared to talk about that neither.
I'm going to just say this like this real quick. Look, guys, do not fall into the trope of being the insecure boyfriend. It's not cute. It is not an attractive quality.
And for equal representation,
you will look like a complete idiot 85% of the time. Even if you might be right about certain things, you being the one who like gets on her phone and says, hey, by the way, she has a boyfriend. It's like, dog, okay.
For the sake of equal representation, also,
say what?
Women who do that, y'all are a problem too. And so when we have these conversations, we gonna talk about everybody.
Oh, yes.
Because there ain't no conversation that exists without everybody being talked about.
Everybody is being held to the fire. Absolutely, everybody being held to the fire. I just had to talk.
And we're going to have some women talk too.
Yes. Look, we're going to have some women here talking. But like, look, I just had to speak to the fellas briefly because one, I have witnessed this type of behavior. And two, I can only speak from our perspective. And I get why there are some fellas who act like this. Trust me, I get it.
You feel that way?
On someone?
No. Like you said, you only speak from your perspective. You feel that you don't have enough general knowledge maybe not deep dive, but like we all know right from wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I know right from wrong, but it's one of those things of like I want to approach it from a knowledge base that I'm fully confident in, which is dealing with men because I deal with myself every day. So I can see the perspective much clearer of a man who is insecure in a relationship. I see more than I could see it as a woman just by virtue of me not being a woman.
Sure. That's definitely fair.
Right.
I think
so that's why I approached that first. I'm just like, okay, because I mean when we have the ladies here, they can speak their piece and they can give their own perspective, and I would rather it be that way.
Because I mean, I don't know about y'all. Mm-hmm. I don't know about how y'all interpret these different conversations and stuff. Mm-hmm. But for the sake of what we're talking about right at this moment, I don't think it's a forward moving conversation if people can't speak on the other gender. Because I think we do ourselves disservice when we put ourselves in a position to where, you're a man, you can only speak about men, or you're a woman, you can only speak about, women, without having at least some measure of being able to understand people.
Yeah, and I mean, when it comes to like the general discussion of dealing with people, yeah, I'll talk about it.
Because we don't talk about we can talk about ourselves, but the healthiest conversation is when men can talk about men and women, and women can talk about men and women. Because both.
Look,
and we need that.
Look, I ain't gonna cap with you. You absolutely right.
Because too many conversations. But you feel me though? Because I feel like too many conversations.
Oh no. Like because legitimately, I literally talked to somebody who had an example of this with his wife, who is she's currently indisposed at the moment.
Hey, this is a slight lightweight spoiler. Hey, for the 8 of y'all in here, comment, share, subscribe. We're giving y'all lightweight spoilers right now for a future conversation.
As the old folk would say, she in college. It's terrible that you get that reference. I knew you knew. But basically, as a result of that, her husband is free and he's trying to get his life together and trying to get things together.
Yeah.
This woman is going down the slippery slope with no end in sight and no brakes, all gas. And I'm talking like she thought that she heard his phone chirp while they was on the phone. So she thinking somebody's texting him. At one point, it was somebody who was helping out with the house, and she came up with this super long narrative of,
oh God.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all don't do stuff like that.
Detailed.
Have receipts, because at least when you have receipts, you prove your point.
She went as far as to say that he created a whole website in order to get things set up for this person to help advertise them, and then just so he could get the number and try to shoot his shot and request other services on the side. It's like, bro, what? Like,
hey, how that dog meme go?
Right.
Hey,
right. Look, and I'm just saying, we know it happens.
Yeah.
Look, I know some females and some males who have done things that are incredibly unhealthy because they think the other person doing something, they ain't got no evidence.
Right.
But they like
paranoia
around
and projection. Two P's that you do not want to fuck with.
No. It's like, look, my dog. Look, my G. That's not healthy. That's not healthy behavior.
Check yourself.
Look, if you really feel that way, and you feel the need to check whoever you with, there is a way to do that.
Yep, definitely.
And the way to do that is not being like, I've seen you grin at that dude. You grinning at him. Why you grinning?
So
why you look so happy? You'll never look that happy when I tell you jokes.
Hey, I don't know why, but this man is Kevin Hart right now.
Or the ladies be like, the hell is you smiling for? She not walked out. Why you smiling for?
Yeah, I didn't seen this 17 relationships before. I know what this is. Okay.
And the bad part is she may not be capping about that.
No, she might not be capping, but
Look, but you do have to be aware of that. You do have to be aware of that, and sometimes they will come up, and dudes will do it too. They'd be like, you know what? I had a girl who knew a girl who was my bro's best friend, whose girlfriend who did this, and was sitting there going, and it turned out to cheating. You cheating? Like
Javar said, who gave Nick a Red Bull?
I'm just telling the truth.
This man is he's on one right now.
Look.
But yeah, if we put out a poll,
God forbid it's one of them, and I'm gonna let you go. Look, I had a dream about you.
Man, you know how the dream stuff go. We started on the dream shit. Hey, but no,
not the displacement.
If we put out a poll for you guys, all right. If we put out a poll, and we'll probably put it on multiple sites because multiple support them, and we try to get people to vote on a topic as it relates to relationships, we'll put like 4 options. Are y'all gonna participate in the poll? Because I mean, we can talk about so many avenues as it relates to relationships and stuff. Because a lot of the terms and stuff we've been talking about lately apply to individuals. Yeah. But eventually you have to take these individual characteristics and interact with other people, right? And most of us want to interact with people other than friends and family. We want to create our own spouses, our own family, so to speak, right?
Yeah, because sometimes
many of us want people to die with, right?
Right. Not people that you hope. Ooh, that's dark. Not people that you kind of hope don't make it to
yeah, this ain't no enemy. We ain't talking about your enemy energy. Keep that enemy energy, that negative shit over there.
I'm just saying, everybody's got that one honor uncle that they just kind of secretly hope gets a flat tire.
Yeah, we're not talking about
look.
We're not talking about those type of connections. We're talking about the ones that are non-friendly and non-family.
Yeah, you just kind of sitting there like,
y'all love crushes. Y'all love sneaky links.
Look, right. Look, I sure
y'all
hope
soulmates. Y'all bud friends and girlfriends, or men's and women's, have y'all phrase them in your household. Bae.
I'm gonna stop. Let me chill. Look, hey, bruh. When you talking to somebody for a visit, because I was chatting with somebody, and this lady literally admitted to the caseworker that the dude that she was seeing around there, it's like, yeah, that he was basically a side piece.
Okay.
Like she said, look, he's just on the side, It's like he knows we have an understanding. I'm like, gee,
we're gonna talk about the sides.
You ain't even got an understanding of where your kids is gonna be.
The side pieces, the snacks,
I'm
the OnlyFans.
Look. I'm just gonna say this right now. If you don't have an understanding of where you about to live, you don't need to have an understanding with anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have an understanding about where you live, you better not have no understanding about where you trying to lay at.
Oh God. Because where you trying to lay at, maybe on a car seat. Anyway, shut up, nigga. Let me chill. In the back seat.
You already said it. You already, bro said. I mean, this video can be rewinded. Negro,
look.
Did you say a car seat? What is you doing?
In the seat, in the car.
Fuck around and have that buckle up your head.
Yes! Look. You need a front facing booster seat.
Wildin'.
Hey, with that said, if you got babies, you make sure that your car seat is rear facing. I have had to see videos of what happens when you let them little babies sit in the front, and then how the collision happened. They gave us diagrams. They had videos. Thank God there wasn't blood. It was just the dummies. But when you see a dummy get folded like this, it makes you question some things in your life, dog.
Folded like sheets or folded like a bologna sandwich?
Folded like sheets. Damn. Like, look.
And y'all know most people don't know how to fold. Y'all know most people don't know how to fold sheets good. So them sheets is very wrinkly, like that body will be.
Let us pray.
Right.
Yeah, there's a literal diagram for that, like how much force is put into it. And I think it's you take your body weight times either 30 or 30.
Everybody remember the little crash dummy toys in the commercials and shit.
So there was one crash dummy thing that they had us watch in engineering class, and it was German. And when I say those crash dummies
man,
in the most brutal ways possible, I'm like, thank God this is
Mythbusters. Shout out to Mythbusters. Random shout out.
No, it ain't no random shout out. Look, if you know, you know.
And rest in peace to
Look, one of the best pieces of
I can't remember his name, but the guy that was associated with doing like a lot of the filming and stuff that he
Yeah,
died
bro,
a few years
passed
ago.
Rest in peace to him. He passed away some years ago. Rest in peace to him. Look, I see you guys are on one today too. Yes.
Yes, sir.
We're freshly off of work and we wild.
Just made me think of that video when they made us watch when the parents died in the car crash in high school.
Yeah. You know, we got exposed to a lot of very traumatizing things back then. I ain't gonna front. Amongst them, Super Size Me.
Man.
Definitely something that will live forever in infamy.
Yes.
Jesus.
It'll always be somewhere in my brain.
Still not okay with that.
Shout out to health class.
Dog FF, guys. No. Health class.
Speaking of that, I saw my health teacher the other day. He came into my store.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I was like, I remember you. I was like, you Mr. So-and-so. It's like, yeah, that's me. I was like, you used to teach health.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I'm like, man, how are you doing?
Look, that's what you know how you doing. He teaches health.
Man, I don't know if he still teaches health though. The way he was looking. Hey,
which brings me to the phrase of the day that I have heard today.
I'm an invincible man. They don't even see me.
Oh, shame, sir, shame. Oh, you gonna shame me for this?
Hey,
look. The phrase of the day.
He don't watch.
Look, the phrase of the day is when I literally heard somebody refer to their mother-in-law as exceptionally unattractive.
Tragic. Especially because exceptionally is definitely a sentence enhancer. You did all that. It's like you threw the body up just to pull it back down.
You threw the body up just to be like,
just to shoot it out the sky. Like it was literally like a dish. I forgot what they call that. When you shoot the little dish, the plate or whatever.
Like, dog, why you ain't just say ugly? Like, that's hurtful.
Hey, shout out to y'all that's still tuned in. Clearly, we're not talking about pride no more. We're being very ridiculous.
Clearly,
we've reached the after party section of the discussion.
Look, you know why? Because we don't have too much pride to admit that we got issues.
Woo!
I mean, that's just true.
Man, say it again for the people on the stream.
Sometimes it is okay to admit that you have issues and or problems. When you don't do this, this is a negative version of pride.
And we take great pride in being honest.
Mic drop. But for real, dang, we just sounded like a commercial for like 2.2 seconds. But it's okay.
We need commercial money.
Look, we do. So what I'm gonna need from y'all is some of these donations.
Hey, when we get that soundboard, it's gonna be really ridiculous up in here.
Ridiculous ain't even a word.
Man, it ain't.
I need them donations. Donations.
Donate so we can get a stream deck.
Donations.
Please.
Donations. Merch. More merch.
I was looking for something else like we had some.
We ain't really got enough.
Man, I need to get them water bottles. Or water canteens.
Yeah, like I need another one of those.
The sign is the trash. You want? Since Dasani don't own YouTube, I can say that. Dasani water is trash. The bottles are made out of stainless plastic, stainless steel plastic. So many.
SMR gets Steam decks every now and again. Interesting. When I get paid again, I'll get a hoodie for sure. Much love to you.
Woo!
Much
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
What's your pay schedule look like?
And if the hoodie is too much, because this shit ain't cheap, but it's not expensive, neither is right in the middle.
Their shirts and stuff.
Just donate. Be a monthly contributor or subscriber. You can do that too. Thank you. You can contribute monthly.
You could get something besides a mention.
There might be other perks.
Indeed.
Y'all, we are coming up on our 1 year here soon.
I did the winky brows on accident when I did that, and I saw it on the camera. I'm like,
it messed you up.
I need to give me a hoodie for the cake day at the end of the month. Okay. Look, hey, actually, bro, I just shot you the link to the store. So
it's also that link that's right there on the screen.
Yeah, that'll get you there, but I shot you like the link. So either way, it's great.
If you go to that link right there to take you to the main page, scroll all the way down, support, boom. Support.
If you have any issues with that, please do let me know.
Yeah, hit us up.
Anything, and we will get you connected to where
hit us up, leave a comment on the video, do whatever. We read the comments because we ain't got no reason not to.
And we ain't that famous yet, so
Nope, it ain't that many for us to sift through.
Oh God. We don't need to pay people.
Most of our comments come from the live streams, as y'all know, and we appreciate y'all for being involved with these live streams. We love it. It makes it that much more fun.
Additionally, there are these little things that are on. I don't know how that happened.
Here you go, sir.
Hands just slipping Butterfingers. I'm tripping. Look, y'all pay for you, boy.
Get that pimp juice on your hands. This man forgot to wash his hands. Your lucky twin ain't here. Anyway.
I don't like you. Anyway, what I was gonna say before, niggas got the tripping. What we have on here, and these are actually on here on Anchor. Actually, I'm gonna show it on Spotify because that's what it does pop up on. What you have here on Spotify is every single one of our posts, because I just updated them recently. If you go to, let's say we go to Potential, right? So you got Potential right here, episode 41. If you go to
see if the what you call
Oh, yeah. Oh, the camera?
Screen share.
Yeah, screen share.
You not with that one, but you can go to the Spotify.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to y'all in HD so y'all can really see it. You know the phone is the phone.
Yeah,
show them the Carfax, sir. They don't know. They don't know for real.
But I'm dramatic. Let me see. Open Spotify.com. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. Let's see. So, Chrome tab, Spotify player, picture. All right, so what we have here, you see that right there, the Black in a Minute podcast. Also support the Days Grim and the Sabali podcast. And there are also other ones that I do subscribe to, but we ain't gonna get to that too time unfiltered because Lovely T's dope too. Let's see. So here's the Black in a Minute podcast. Keep the background, everything's looking good.
Check it.
It looks beautiful. So okay, say we got right here, we got Potential. That's our most recent one, right? So this will actually be good because I haven't done this on the computer yet. So what you can do is you hit down here.
Show them how to get to that good.
There's another thing. There's another aspect on here.
You need this podcast
that actually has the Q. It actually is a Q&A section. I'm trying to see if it's on here. There should be a spot where it does show. Let me see. We all gonna learn together because there was definitely that's the last episodes. I'm trying to see if there is a part of it.
But as y'all can see in full form, the podcast is available on Spotify, here. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict. It's everywhere that you listen to podcasts. This is pretty much our slim thick version of the podcast. It's usually about around 30 minutes or less. So this is for y'all who don't have, an hour or two to sit down and engage with us in a live stream on a Thursday night. Because we know that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I may have to go straight to Anchor. Let me see.
What you got to, bro?
I thought that it should be on there. Let me see.
But yeah,
for some reason the Q&A section is on the app.
So it might not be. It might just be a difference between app and desktop.
It probably is.
So definitely, if you're listening to Spotify on your phones, check that out.
All you have to do is scroll down. All you have to do is scroll down a little bit further, and you will see the Q&A where you can actually respond. Let me see if I can open up the actual Spotify.
Thank you for the 7 of y'all who are tuned in tonight. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I was trying to demonstrate some ish, but there we go. I'll go ahead and do this part.
Did you pop off it?
Continue to the app. I'm about to pop onto that part. Okay, you mean to close this window. Let's hit this. Let's go to
NeRo giving y'all that hands-on. This is our TED Talk tutorial.
Oh God. Let me see. All facts. Let me see. So let me see if I can do this real quick. Window, Spotify Premium. So we hit share. Okay, so we're back here. All right, so where we're gonna go is we're gonna go to in a minute podcast.
Pop that up on there for y'all. This is gonna be what it look like if you're on Spotify checking us out. That's where most of our listeners are.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope that this one works. We're gonna hope that this one works, folks. Okay, so you scroll down and you hit see more. There should be a little bit more down here. Yeah, so I guess that really is only a
mobile app thing,
a mobile app centric thing. But if you scroll down similar to this, whenever you go in the app, it will be a spot that says Q&A, and it will ask a specific question that's relative to the topic. And you can click reply and you can leave your answers. And I can actually check out those answers. Like we can actually check out those answers whenever we go in there. So yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting thing that we can do. You know, about to see if I ain't gonna hold y'all on this one. I'm gonna see if it actually pops up on here for real. On the
while he's doing that, as a reminder to you guys as well, like I said earlier, our pod that he was just showing you, that's the audio pod. Yes, for those of y'all who are pressed for time or just want a summary of everything that we talk about, we got a 30-minute version that you ain't even got to look at the damn screen.
Yes, sir.
It can't get no easier than that. Yes, right now, I'm working to get us on Facebook. Currently, Facebook has partnered with us for podcast integration. So soon you will literally be able to listen to the audio version of the podcast on Facebook on our page. So definitely make sure you're following the Black in a Minute podcast page.
Yep.
It will pull up right in your Facebook news feed. You will literally get it just like any other post. You'll see when we're going live, when we have events, so on and so forth, including the audio podcast and the live stream.
Also, absolutely. Oh, and actually, since we're doing screen sharing, because I kind of like doing this, we'll go ahead over to the store. If I can get on that.
It's on the flow page.
Boop. So actually, yeah, I'll show you how to get to there through the flow page. So this is our flow page, right? So you see where it says Black in a Minute podcast, where to watch and listen. You will see our most recent episode up here as well. You also will see one of our most recent YouTube episodes as well. Sometimes you can see the live feed, but it kind of depends. Actually, if I hit load, if I reload it, it might do it. Let me see if it does. Nah, don't potential. That's okay. So you scroll all the way down, you get to support. Click that. Once you see that, is it still on there? Is it good?
Yeah, bro, you good.
Okay. Once you see support, you scroll down, and it'll say Anchor, Cash App, PayPal, and here it is, Black in a Minute shop. You go ahead and click that. This brings you to our lovely shop, and it will show up here. Are they seeing it?
I believe so.
Let me see. It looks like it's still on the other ring. Let me see. Let me see if it goes to it. Yeah.
Did it go to a different tab? You might have to change tab.
I'm sorry about that. It opens different tabs.
Yeah, or do the window so that way it'll show the.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here we go. So this is the Black in a Minute shop.
Look at that. Look at that. Y'all talking about hoodies? Y'all talking about all that? We got it.
And a poster.
Poster, coffee mug, shirts, hoodies, tank tops. Come on. It's a pullover on there.
We did have leggings. Did we have leggings or were we planning on getting leggings?
I was waiting for fall.
That's fair.
Because I know leggings coming more so in the fall than
it's fall fest time, so you may as well just go ahead and just do that.
Oh no, we doing that because
that we know that Indiana folk ain't got no conception of weather. I saw a woman walking around in booty shorts today. I'm just saying. Yes, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Progress, much appreciated. We are trying to get it going. I like that we can still see ourselves in there. That's freaking dope. But yeah,
we got merchandise, and right now we're really looking for feedback, y'all, so we can know that it's coming out correctly, like sizing is correctly,
yes,
imagery is correct, so we can adjust.
Look,
as need be.
Yes. But yeah, So, that's what we got.
Also on that same support page is our personal links too.
Yes.
So like, for example, I do spoken word and poetry.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to see some of that, I'm on SoundCloud as well as I'm on Instagram and Facebook. The DarksKing Poet, literally my name.
Yes, sir.
You can find me on there. NeRo's also on those websites and some more.
Yes,
we also have those links not only on that site, but they're also in the description of this video.
Yes. And see, like it says on support, first two that you see, let's see, if we go to support and just open this.
Javar said, yeah, get some leggings on there. I need to get the missus some.
Okay. Okay. Look,
hey.
I see you. I see you.
Trying to figure out where that stopwatch gonna go at.
Right, for real.
I had some foolish ideas.
I mean, I don't see why not. I'm just gonna do it like this. We just gonna do it the getaway. Here we go. Go ahead and share that. Yeah, okay, so y'all can see it. Make sure y'all see it. Look, we scroll down. You got Anchor, where you can actually go on and support.
You can do a monthly contribution, or you can just do it one time with either of those.
Yes.
Same thing with PayPal.
PayPal, of course, you got the store. And then you got my brother right here and this lovely gentleman right here, this handsome dude.
No, hey,
pride is the devil. But I'm being stupid. But
Javar said right on the ass. Ah.
Anyway, don't be coming to me, sir. Don't be coming to me, sir.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
But yeah, you know what, y'all? We ain't gonna belabor it too much. We know it's a lot of plugging, but we want to keep y'all engaged with everything that happens with us as far as in the future.
We need donations.
This man. We need donations. We appreciate all the support that you guys do give us. And we want to be able to do more with the podcast. Whether that be more frequent episodes, different topics.
We also want to beautify this space.
Yeah, we also want to dress up our studio space too as well. Because it needs some paint and stuff like that. It needs a bit of
grace and mercy. Yes.
Yeah, we need to drop some sexy on the studio. So help us drop some sexy on the studio.
Little hit that salt bank.
The Black in a Minute podcast is bringing sexy back, not Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, Lord, please don't. Because I ain't trying to have Prince come out the grave and
you guys want to play some basketball.
I don't know how you're going to bring sexy back when it died with me.
Let me see you hit a layup.
I'm not playing basketball against
Prince. Let us not get off that.
I'm entirely too out of shape.
Rest in peace, Prince.
On God. I would probably still get beat by zombie Prince.
What do y'all think about us doing some audio rooms, kind of like Clubhouse type of
you talking about like that green room?
Like green room, like I'm thinking green room or Facebook rooms.
Yeah.
Cause what do y'all think about audio rooms and us doing a further discussion? Because we're considering doing a late night discussion on either Saturday nights or Sunday nights.
Right.
What do y'all think about that? A late night discussion where we just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Just audio, not a live stream. We just talking, shooting the breeze. Does that sound good?
I mean, I think it sounds good.
I know you do, but I'm talking to these 7 people in here watching but not saying nothing. What y'all think about that? Do I need to put a poll out? Somebody tell me something, because we're considering doing that.
Yeah.
Because we want to get more and more people engaged in conversations. Conversations rule the nation, and that's what we want to do. We want to keep society and culture moving forward. That's part of the reason why this podcast exists. Also, for us to talk about things that are on majority of people's minds.
Absolutely.
All right. Look, Babble noise. That's what I'm talking about. I'm down. Cool.
Look, this man came out the gate and was like, bro,
I'm rocking with you.
What you need? I'm ready.
So we don't discriminate. We want to get men and women. What was the question?
No. What was the question?
I'm about to. No, let me quit.
Hold on. Question. Tell me what you think about me. Anyway.
Kiara said, what's the question? No, you didn't. Anyway,
it's either that or whenever anybody.
How would you feel about us doing like a clubhouse type of setup, an audio room, basically?
That green room.
Where we just doing some audio rooms where multiple people can just chop it up like they do in Clubhouse. We're considering that. It might not be on the platform Clubhouse, just because the way that our podcast is already set up, it makes more sense for us to do it on Facebook and or Spotify. And from all the features, because I do the research and stuff,
yes, sir.
They got better features than what Clubhouse is doing over there.
Hey, there you go. Look.
Because we can do that. We can get it going. I want y'all to talk. I want y'all to talk.
Hey, Jamar, the only reason that I sound remotely nervous is because I know we own the YouTubes and that, you know, they have problems when people say controversial.
He know that too, which is funny.
I know he wild. Look, like your kids ain't on YouTube anyway.
He know. Why he playing?
He more famous than us.
Man.
Look.
Man.
Anyway, Tristan said that would be
shout
really
out,
cool.
Shout out to
like
the Madison family and the Madison kids. Send me those links, bro, so I can post those.
Yes.
If you guys are looking for a pretty
that
good...
is a broad term to say Madison kids, like there ain't 20,000 in mugs that live here.
Well, that's your issue with him. But if you guys are looking for a well-rounded family channel, as well as a channel for your kids to engage with other kids, definitely check out the Madison family and the Madison kids.
Absolutely. Let's see. Kiki said it sounded like a dope idea. Tristan said that would be really cool, like a council meeting or something. Yes. Group discussion in that format is easier to curate versus typing. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And we get to hear y'all.
Yeah, we get to hear y'all. Y'all get to be expressive. We're gonna have to get mods because some of y'all ain't gonna know how to act, and we know that.
This is how we know he the bro. Shout out to Tristan Arnold. Said also, if you guys ever need help with the space, I will find the time to help paint anything.
We will reach out, brother.
We will. We have to get some, some housekeeping duties done and some things taken care of, because actually the other vision that I have for this space is to also be a space for people to record as well.
Yeah. Y'all can't really see the full scope of the size of this room, but let's just know it's big enough.
So we're trying to get the particulars together.
Oh, yeah.
Look, you can use Discord for audio chat rooms. Yes. And we are planning on having Discord soon.
Yeah, we
honestly kind of slacked on it just because we were doing other stuff like YouTube.
And we're just really trying to figure out like what's the best for the most people, because not all of them are completely the same, and that's the main thing. Finding some uniqueness as well as overall benefit to using one platform over the other.
So to some degree, if there is a platform that y'all prefer, because we're thinking about doing Patreon too here eventually, because we have certain conversations that have been recorded but have not been put out that we want.
And conversations that go beyond the scope of what's considered a traditional live stream.
Yes. So with that being said, you said you sent it to you on Messenger.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So with that being said, whatever y'all decide for us to utilize as a platform is what we will most likely go with within reason. Reason being is because you guys are our audience and we want y'all to take part in the services. So we want to utilize a service that will actually work for you. So y'all got to let us know. Y'all got to let us know, especially y'all as the OGs, because y'all going to be the first ones on there. Let us know which services you think would work best, that you would like to align to, like a Discord or a Patreon or any of these things like that. You know what I'm saying? That will help us to figure out and facilitate that environment for y'all. That way, everything goes in a smooth manner. Everything works in a more cohesive way, and we all get to enjoy ourselves. And that's honestly the biggest thing.
Facts.
That's the biggest thing. The Madison kids. I'm about to say there is no one YouTube big enough to hold.
And we'll put some of the links and things that we've talked about in this video in the discussion as well for you guys.
Yes, sir.
So that way y'all ain't gotta manually type all this ish out. Because if you ain't got copy and paste whatever way you're accessing our content, it's really not beneficial. We got you.
Absolutely.
We got you. That's where I come in at. But you know what, bro? I think it is time that we wrap, because we almost at 2 hours, and we done said our piece. As it relates to pride, we hope y'all enjoyed the conversation for sure.
I ain't gonna cap, we got kind of ignorant towards the end.
Yeah, we did. We do.
But we got 8 people.
Yes, and
so
we do.
Somebody is here for the drama.
We do after party sessions sometimes. Those of y'all who've been tuning in, y'all know we have a little section where we just go into the weeds. But
it's time to clown.
Yeah, we want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's been a very enjoyable podcast as always. NeRo, you got any lasting comments?
Basically, You always want to make a choice that is most beneficial to you.
Facts.
And your personal health, your physical health, and your mental health. What's up, young Diablo? You late. But
what's power?
What's bragging though? But when it comes to pride and when it comes to feeling pride, there's nothing wrong with feeling pride in yourself. But remember, your happiness ends where somebody else's happiness begins. And I say that it's a modification of a line that says your freedom begins. Hey, it's all good. We understand. We just both happen to get off work a little early. It goes back to the phrase of, my freedom ends where yours begins. So in that, I should not have to disrespect you to elevate myself.
Facts.
That is where I feel like the limit of pride should be. It should never be to the point where it is to somebody else's detriment in order to elevate you. If you're trying to elevate yourself, you're trying to feel pride in your work and you want to feel good about what you do, so be it. Do that. By all means, do that. We encourage that. But do not carry yourself in a manner to where you're trying to make somebody else feel uncomfortable because they are not you. And don't be sitting there trying to carry yourself like you're the best thing since cooked food and you have no receipts. Okay.
Facts.
As the kids say, stop the cap.
Right. Stop capping. All I want to lead you guys with is remember, it's okay to be proud of yourself.
Absolutely.
Just don't go to condescend to lift yourself or boost yourself, right?
Right.
Take pride in the wholesomeness and goodness that is you and the good things that you do.
Absolutely.
You will naturally be rewarded. Other people will notice it and they will see it.
Yes.
But there is an element of self-belief that you got to have. There's an element of self-love that you got to have. That is important. Trust me. It will take you so much farther than what you realize when you go about it the right way. Absolutely. Last but not least, remember, for all you motherfuckers, and yes, I cuss, don't care. This hoodie, as well as t-shirts and stuff, are available on our site. Links in the description. NeRo showed it to you earlier. This man gave you a screen recorded tour.
Look, I gotta post.
Get wet.
Look, FYI, because actually DarksKing. But yeah, this is actually because some of y'all haven't seen the store, so here is the actual store.
But yeah, check us out. It's like the Black in a Minute shop.
Yes, look, we out here, bro. We really out here.
Buy some shit.
Peep these prices, my G. We're out here.
And anybody complaining about the prices, let me tell you something. If you ain't out here making t-shirts, you don't understand the markup on products. It costs a lot more when you're a smaller business to produce these things. So if you ever wonder whenever you see a small business charging a certain amount, it's because they pay a lot. And the return that they get back isn't very much. So always keep that in mind. Materials cost. If you're an artist, especially my painters out there, y'all know materials fucking cost.
Oof, yes.
So please be respectful of that and mindful when you do see the prices. Yes. We're working to get them down. It's a process.
And we might have some Halloween promo codes.
Oh yeah.
Especially
get your spooky dookie on.
Right. Don't tell us about it, please.
Hey, we got 9 people. What? Yay! Who are y'all? Listen, last minute stragglers. I'm talking to y'all.
Who art thou?
Whether you work or not, listen.
We appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all for coming in at the last minute. We appreciate it. Definitely check out the audio pod.
We love y'all.
If you don't want to go through watching this whole thing, we no longer do timestamps because timestamps take time. Loyal fans can drop
facts, but if I get my hoodie, then I get hit with that shipping. I can come pick that ish up. I'm gonna let you answer that part.
We'll see what's up.
Yeah,
because
I think there's a way we can wait.
It is. Yeah. It might be some free shipping codes coming out.
Yes.
Just stay tuned. Because that type of stuff gets posted too.
We will keep you posted.
Yeah, don't hit me up asking for codes. I had some people do that, and y'all know who y'all are. We giving discounts at our discretion. This ain't no, hey, we cool, we go back.
Hey man,
Yeah, man, I'm black, you black.
I gave you my colored pencil.
Remember that time on the school bus?
Pencil.
Like, no.
You remember that time on the school bus that I let you listen to one of my headphones? Hits
right.
you up asking for codes.
No, but something.
The bad
will
part
be posted,
is he's
bro.
not kidding.
Oh, he cannot be kidding. You know me, so you know I'm not kidding.
I know you ain't shit.
But I will let you know though, bro, because I'm gonna be posting it for everybody. It was already Sunday in the workings, partner. Don't even front on that.
Don't even trip though.
Yeah.
Don't even trip though.
But shoot.
Support black businesses.
Like I said, y'all,
we are a black business.
We are a black business. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the fact that you guys tune in and everything. We are considering audio rooms, so please stay tuned for that. I would put a poll out, but a lot of folks don't like clicking on shit. So, I got enough feedback in this discussion to at least know that a few people will jump in on that way, and we can spread the word that way.
Right.
Y'all, I'm trying to get everybody in here to talk and voice their opinion. You say some crazy shit, you get in the boot. Y'all know how it is. Be adults, but we gonna have fun with it.
So basically, Javar.
Yeah, and we about to start talking. And look, we about to start talking about relationships and shit. And we know everybody got a fucking opinion on that.
Everybody prepare to get your feelings hurt.
Don't get scared when we start talking about relationships and act like you ain't got nothing to say. I need all you big mouths and all you emotional folk. Bring your ass. I want all the smoke. Black in the Minute wants all the smoke. Not me as an individual. Don't blow my inbox up.
Look, just
I don't mind a healthy debate,
in case
though.
you're freshly here and you just don't know, FYI, we cuss, especially DarksKing. Because he's terrible.
But,
look, I try not to, because I try to be for the kids.
Do it for the kids, bro.
He don't care. He don't care.
Fuck them. Due to the YouTube algorithm, we have to demonetize your video.
Glitching out, I'm blaming you. Because that happened once.
Bruh.
I was tweeting, I'm like, why is the connection?
I don't remember what we was talking about, but YouTube hit us.
They blocked out some of the comments. You couldn't see some of the comments. It was hidden.
Yeah,
exactly.
so we have to be careful with our politically correct terms that we use. So there's a lot of words that you can't use on YouTube right now, otherwise you get flagged. One of them starts with a V. Y'all know the word.
True. This man said, blow your inbox up. I'm dead.
The other one starts with this thing that's going around the world right now. Right. Can't really say nothing about that. You can't really say nothing about
you can't say that.
Certain groups of people, such as A through Z's. And I'm not saying that to be facetious. I'm saying that not to say the actual thing because they'll flag the video.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the truth. Yeah, boo. Look.
Right.
Boo.
Fucking boo. Because I mean,
still pay us, YouTube.
Yeah, and honestly, if we was on topic, I wouldn't mind saying it. Y'all know me. We ain't famous yet, so I don't care. But for the sake of the video, because everybody watched that one when we was talking about Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, which by the way, apparently he's bored with being or tired of being what he is. Not right now.
Not right now. I do not.
Look, I don't know anything about it. I just happen to see it on like 20 different websites. So I'm just like, know what's going on. The not community, sometimes you got to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, the LMNOP community. Gee.
Yeah. You thought that was a word?
Y'all shut up. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Woo!
Dang, Jesus.
Anyway, we gonna not yet. I ain't got man.
Oh, I don't want to know what else you're doing.
They probably be non-existent. That's what stream come in. But no, we gonna
yeah, I'm about to say I hope you don't beat your kids with that hand. Look, you might have to come see me.
We gonna we gonna let y'all go. We ain't gonna keep y'all too much later. But ladies and gentlemen, I am the DarksKing poet. And this guy right here
is NeRo AnGelo.
And we are the Black in a Minute podcast, sponsored by Twyman Art. We appreciate what y'all do for us. Keep on supporting, keep on spreading what is the Black in a Minute podcast. And we better get up off this mud.
Yeah. So that way you can get that audio pod that's going to be coming in another day or two.
True.
I ain't going to cap with you. It may not come out until tomorrow night. Well,
no promises, but it'll be here
depends.
before the weekend out.
It depends because I trying to do notes and stuff and making sure my stuff's legit so I get paid is, a little nerve-wracking because I'm trying to keep that honest money. I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to look good because I got bills. I have bills. And they make me sad.
All right.
Bills make me sad.
While this dude is doing his Shakespeare play rendition, playing his violin, we gonna let y'all go though.
Oh, we got that long.
But
let me see if I can find it. This is that violin.
Hey.
Bruh, I'm stupid.
This dude.
I'm stupid.
All right, but no, y'all, we're gonna get up off here though. We appreciate everything. Thank you for tuning in to the Black and Minute podcast. I go by the DarksKing Poet.
You funny.
This man ain't even gonna tell y'all who he is. This is
NeRo AnGelo. I forgot that the other one has the ass.
He done got into his phone, y'all. Now he acting brand new.
I am not acting brand new. I am a good baby.
Peace out and power.
Hold on. Because I gotta do it. So I can tell you my story.
Bro,
Be sad.
you sharing with the class because we still on air.
You gotta know when to pass it. Leave me alone. It's like I need whatever you got. Leave me alone, bro.
Fire said, "Give us all the memes."
I'm just saying, it's hard out here.
We better not get like copyright strike for this shit.
And we sad. I don't know why everybody else uses it.
We don't own the rights to this music, by the way.
It's impressive. Bills just keep coming. They keep sending you notifications, and you're running out of money. You try to make it to the end of the week because you're gonna get paid. But even then, your check's still gonna look like trash because you still gotta spend money on rent and things like that. That's why we need them donations, so I can, so I can wear clothes that fit, and he can have clothes that fit his neck. You know what I'm saying?
That was low key a roast. I don't know how I feel about that.
Big guitar clothes are expensive. We not skinny. Still out here.
You know what, y'all? We getting up off here because this man, he with the shits right now, and I'm sort of with the shits, but I'm not with the shits when he at. So you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It's probably sleep deprivation.
Wildin'. All right, y'all. Last time we getting up off here. Thank you very much.
6 a.m. tomorrow. I ain't got no life.
Appreciate y'all. Power.